Here at the Bojangles Arena in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Marlies with 2 games this weekend against the Checkers. So keeping you abreast of the situation, giving you a leg up on the information and winging it just a little bit. Can you tell Bojangles is a chicken joint? The Marlies with a lot of movement today as Michael Palliotto traded for future considerations to the Texas Stars. The Stars are out in California and Michael Palliotto will make the cross-country trip. Jean Dupuis will make his way back to the Orlando Solar Bears. They're only playing a couple of hours away in Greenville. And of course, the big news, Travis Dermott and Frederic Gauthier finding their way back to the Toronto Marlies as the bye week for the Toronto Maple Leafs presents itself. Now, not a surprise. Most of the young guys who are able to get sent down during an NHL's bye week just to get in the games if the AHL team has games. Well, the Marlies do. They have 2 this weekend, so Dermott and Gauthier expected to play in both those games. But an exciting time for both players to go up, even though Frederic Gauthier and Travis Dermott in separate situations where Gauthier has been there and back before, Dermott making his first trip up and back. Still, a lot of excitement and a lot to be learned.
Honestly, I don't even know if it's sunk in yet. It's like you said, it was a pretty crazy week. Big for me in a lot of different ways, but I mean, it's exciting for me. And going forward, I'm just gonna try to keep going and keep getting better and learn from what I'm getting the opportunities to learn from here. So,
how focused were you, do you think, when you went up and that 2 days of just coming from here and going to there, and how dialed in were you?
I don't even know if you could say dialed in. I'd like to think so, but I mean, it was so crazy that there was so much stuff going through my head that I mean, it was tough to sit down and focus in on it. But I mean, you just kind of try to make the best of what you're given.
And not surprising that young guy finds his way back. They go on a break. You've got a chance to play some games. They're going to play you some games. Obviously, you like to stay with the big club, but you're not surprised, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured this was coming, and I mean, it's good. It's good to get back, see the guys, and I'd probably rather play some games and have a few days off, anyways.
For him, it's his first game. It was his first time called up. I think it's overwhelming. I think all the emotion and stuff feels sink in, but I think it's part of the job. I think up and down, and you just got to come back here and play your game and try to get it back up there.
How difficult is it to play on both teams and keep your mind on both teams?
Oh, it's hard. Just back and forth. You get used to it. You know, both guys on both teams. You have a good relation, and I think everybody's easygoing, easy to talk to. So it's fun, and then you feel like every time you go up or down, you feel like you never left. So it's actually pretty nice, and you just got to play your game.
Sheldon, I think a lot of movement even for an AHL team today. 4 guys changing places. Michael Palliotto over to Texas, and Jean Dupuis will also make a move today.
You know, he's been excellent. He's put in a lot of good work. He's been a good teammate. He's been great to work with from a coaching perspective. He's been very patient. Obviously, we're getting to the point here now where, you know, for his benefit, he needs to get playing. So Kyle was able to find an opportunity for him there, and we wish him all the best. And Jean Dupuis is simply just a result of the other bodies that come down here during the Leafs bye week. And, you know, we want to make sure Dupes can continue to play. He's played very well for us.
And not much surprise, I think, for people who follow the organization and the league that a couple of guys, young guys who can come down, would come down during a bye week to play a couple of games.
You have that luxury, obviously, with the younger players, and it's 2 guys that have obviously been with us majority of this season, and it's a chance to continue to give them opportunities to develop and play a lot. Both guys are very important pieces of our team, and they will get lots of opportunity.
Toronto Marlies setting up against the Charlotte Checkers for 2 this weekend as the Checkers came over from the Western Conference just this season. They play every team in this conference 4 times in a wonderfully balanced schedule for the Checkers. And the Marlies then come home. They'll practice next week before they head out for a 3-3 to end the Boat Show road trip.